Is Vladimir Yakunin. Dear co-organizers and participants of the 1520 Forum, dear ministers, dear heads of railways, dear colleagues, first of all, I would like to fulfill the honorable duty of reading the welcome word from the President of the Russian Federation, Vladimir Putin, to our forum. I would like to welcome the participants and guests of the Strategic Partnership 1520 Business Forum. Your forum is or has a great authority as a high demand and important platform where important industry problems are being discussed and further prospects are also negotiated. This results in furthering the contribution and the partnership networks. This regards not only the countries which are brought together by the 1520 standard, but also other states. I am convinced that the recommendations during this forum, which relate to the development of railway infrastructure, ensuring safety and high environmental standards, will be implemented in reality. I wish you fruitful and constructive work, and all the best. Vladimir Putin. Dear friends, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Russian Railways, please allow me to welcome you here on the 7th International Business Forum Strategic Partnership 1520. You can see that there are people here whom I know very well. I really like them very much, and I also see many new faces. This is why I would like to emphasize that it is a very important event that we have those new faces on this forum. Your participation in the forum is a confirmation of the fact, which we understand very well, that this platform is really important, efficient in terms of formalizing our partnership. It is a platform which makes it possible for us to develop new approaches in implementing our translogistic networks, new transport corridors, which will enable us to be closer to each other. It's a very pleasant fact that the forum, for which we prepare very thoroughly every day, is gaining more ground, not only because it is now our tradition to sign contracts and big agreements here, but also because the discussion within the round tables and forums makes it possible for leaders, business leaders, and authorities to understand the importance of the opinions discussed here, and it will make it possible to take correct decisions. It's also very important for authority representatives. I have repeatedly said today and during a meeting with the Chancellor of Germany that the railway business requires support from the government. And it is here where we formulate the economic foundations so that this support is not only based on goodwill, but also on concrete economic foundations. It's also very pleasant for me to point out that today there is a company Deutsche Bahn, and I would like to thank you, Mr. Gruby, and also Siemens, and I'm grateful to the president of Siemens, Mr. Loscher, as well as of the vice president of Siemens, Mr. Grudman, who is present here. Many industrial companies like Uralvagonzavod and RZD Stroy have confirmed their interest in this forum. The integration processes, which from the area of discussions are becoming some real feasible policies, can be confirmed by the important factor that today this forum is attended by Vice President of the European Commission, Mr. Kallas. Today's forum is one of the first transport events which Mr. Sokolov should have included on his schedule. And I would like to point out that his absence, and he was here, can be explained by important government businesses, because today there is the meeting of the government in Moscow, and the minister should had to go there, but today we have vice ministers, so the presence of these important leaders is a great honor to us, and I would like to thank you for that. Unfortunately, the Minister of Transport of Azerbaijan and my good friend, head of Azerbaijan Railways, was not able to present here because currently they are doing a trip with the president of Azerbaijan, and they informed me about it beforehand. Of specific significance to us is the development of relations with our strategic partner, German Railways. The progressive and efficient activities of Deutsche Bahn, Mr. Gruby and his team, allows us to resolve very important problems of today's development of rail transport as the basis of economic and social development. This is why I'm sure we have Dr. Peter Ramsauer, the Minister of Transport and Construction of Germany, is present with us. And I would like to thank you, Mr. Minister, for your participation in this forum. We are very grateful to our colleagues from the Baltic states for the fact that although today we belong to different economic formations, so to say, the cooperation between Russian railways and railways of Baltic states are built on the same principles on which we always built it in the CIS, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, Finland, Georgia, and Bulgaria. And it is with great pleasure that I welcome here the Minister of Transport of Latvia, Aivis Ronis, who also participates in today's forum. I think I really don't have to say that the presence of so important guests at this forum is a proof of the pragmatic understanding of the importance of the forum and importance of railways and their functions. Of course, we can have some problems and discussions, but we are brought together by the single task of contributing to the interests of cargo owners and contributing to economies of our countries. And that's why we always find not compromises, but the most efficient solutions to our issues. And probably some of our politicians will be able to take some of our approaches in resolving their issues. The Strategic Partnership 1520 is a major common link in the development of the European Union and Asia-Pacific countries. Our goal is to build cooperation with our partners from Europe, the Asian-Pacific region, the CIS countries, to contribute to the economy of all these countries and regions. In terms of ensuring competitiveness of trans-European railways and trans-European transport corridors, in the conditions of containerization of cargo flows. Our goal is also find common interests with the various European organizations to develop a harmonic transport policy, both in the area 1520 and also in developing a legislative framework regulating all railway issues, including in the area of certification of transport systems. Another important issue is to develop agreed rules of international trade and providing for favorable tariff environment on the 1520 area. No one can exist without a single synchronized system of managing transportation and the existence of a developed logistic infrastructure. The localization of production is currently a catalyst of the technological processes and contributes greatly to the development of Russia and Europe. Putting together the various industrial assets and producing new equipment will ensure competitiveness of railway transport. During our work at this forum, we also will need to discuss the issues of managing cargo and passenger transportation and making it more profitable. And of course, without highly qualified personnel, we cannot actually make any reform on the railways. Formulating new standards for the personnel policy and personnel management is one of the most important goals of any large company. So I would like to wish you, dear ministers, dear friends, ladies and gentlemen, successful work at this forum and finding important and efficient solutions to the important issues we have on the 1520 area. Thank you.